Welcome back to the another episode of the River Sweep podcast. And just to remind everyone watching, this is episode number 68. We started 1 year back with the motive that we will reach episode number 71 before Virat reaches his 71st century. And that was just a challenge that we took for ourselves. And now we are only 3 episodes away from reaching that mark. And India does not play an international match till long. So we are very, very confident of breaking a 71st figure. So Virat Kohli, we did it first. But jokes aside, we have which team? Delhi Capitals. We have another great team which has choked a lot of finals, semi-finals in the past few seasons. So today we'll be discussing about Delhi Capitals. But first, they did have a good auction, but now due to some stupid regulations from Australian cricket team, they want to tour Pakistan for some reason, play on a flat tracks in Karachi just to bat and just get to drained and not even get money. So they are just wasting their time out there. And due to that, Delhi Capitals are the team that is suffering the most because they will be missing their top two players, David Warner, and also they will be missing Mitch Marsh.
And even Nokia from injury, man.
Oh, and Nokia is injured. That is to another reason. But they'll be missing Warner and Mitch Marsh, who expected to start in opening and number one. But now they'll be only available. Warner will be available by 6th April. But
I think one
Mitchell
good
Marsh,
thing is that before 7th April, we only played 2 games. Gujarat Titans and Mumbai Indians. So they will only miss 2 games instead of like 4 games for some teams. So I think that's a big positive for Delhi.
Yeah. But Mitch Marsh will come back by 10th or 12th April, and Warner will be eligible to play from 6th April because he's not playing ODIs. He made the right decision to not play in those conditions out there. But let's look at their retentions first. They retained Rishabh Pant, they retained
Prithvi Shaw,
Angrik Nokia, they retained Prithvi Shaw, and they retained Axar Patel, which is pretty solid. But let's look at the lineup. Shaw did fail his yo-yo test, but he's not contracted player under BCCI, so he's clear to play. So it's a big issue with these players. Like if Shaw wants to get back to the Indian team, I think does have to work on his fitness. He cannot like just take it for granted because he has a lot of competition in that position as well. And if he's not serious about his fitness and the body, I think in future, because now NCA and BCCI are taking things seriously with respect to the fitness. If you don't clear the fitness, you are not eligible to play. So it's very important.
He will do it. I think more than his fitness setup, I'm worried about his batting. Very inconsistent. Even for Mumbai in the Ranji, he did not have a stellar season. I felt like people like Sarfaraz Khan was so much better than him. So I think he's not close to the end. He was like a part of India's setup like 2 years back, and now he's nowhere even near in all three formats. So more than that, batting, and I think there's no one better than Ponting. We've seen him over the last 3 years to help him grow. And I think considering that Warner's
very hit and miss player, I think.
Yeah.
Shaw.
Considering that Warner's out for the first 2 games, he suddenly becomes a senior batter in the lineup.
Because no Dhawan as well.
Exactly. So when Warner and Marsh are not there, he has to take on the responsibility to make sure that Delhi has a good score.
Because we know Warner and Marsh are out, so let's exclude them for the lineup for time being, because they will obviously come back. But if you see that, who do you open with? Do you open with Tim Seifert?
Yeah, I would either open with Tim Seifert or Yash Dhul. Yash Dhul, I think another great talent in under winning captain.
But see, to be honest, people are talking about Yash Dhul a lot. No disrespect, no hate or something. But I've seen him play in the ODIs. I've seen him play in the Ranji as well. I don't think so. He's a T20 player yet. Like I think
I know what you mean. He's ODI only, but like I feel again he's someone
because I think playing in IPL and playing in that opening spot with Shaw, like you cannot take time to adjust, because opening is something he will just, because he will be facing the best bowling. Imagine him facing Bumrah in the first over.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine, man. Like if you look at Devdutt Padikkal, everyone had the same reservation about Devdutt Padikkal before he came onto the RCB circuit. But again, Padikkal proved himself, because sometimes I think
Padikkal had a good Syed Mushtaq Ali before coming to IPL. But
Fair, but
Yashdul has not even played a T20 domestic tournament, is what I'm trying to say. So I think opening him is a big move. It might come good. I'm not telling. He might do good because he has the
yeah.
talent.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no
what I'm saying. Tim
denying that.
Safford is the safer option for sure, for sure. I'm just saying that just in case if they see something, and because he's part of DC's academy as well. But again, Tim Safford is safer. Let's put him there. That's good for me.
Other player is, if they don't want to, play a experienced player, maybe Mandeep Singh, who has played before in that opening
Correct.
position.
Yeah.
They can probably try him. But the question again comes, who do they go one down?
I think Sarfaraz Khan, while Mitchell matching other Sarfaraz Khan, good form. I think floater batsman. I think I'll put Sarfaraz Khan at three. Give him the responsibility because I don't see anyone else in that team to replace Mitchell Marsh and bat at three.
But
Mandeep Singh
but
is very slow for me. I don't
what
like. I just
what do
don't
you
like him.
what do you think of Dul at one? If you are putting it a opener, Dul at
Yeah,
one, does it make more sense?
makes sense also for me because when you have someone like Rishabh Pant, I think you would have someone like a Dhul take time because
Pant.
Rishabh Pant can cover it up.
So
Rishabh Pant
if
at
you
four.
if we leave that three, you put
Okay,
Pant and you put Roman Powell. That are
correct,
two guaranteed spots, I believe. And
correct.
then you have someone like Lalit Yadav.
Um, Lalit Yadav or Mandeep Singh. I think let's leave six also for now, and let's put Akshay Patel at seven.
Akshay Patel is sure. And then
And
you
then
put
the bowling.
Lungi
No,
or
I think Shardul
Mustafizur.
at eight.
Shardul above Akshar, man. Like, obviously. Way better batsman.
No, fair.
I forgot that DC signed Lord also.
Yeah, no, Lord. So 7-8 is Lord and Akshar, and then they can have either Fizz or NGD there, or they can have
I
both.
think
But
I think it will be
NGD is
one.
out.
I think it will be one.
NGD is out. No, NGD is
Why?
playing South Africa versus some series. No, he's playing. He's not playing the Test series against
I
Bangladesh.
think he's not playing. Someone told he's not playing. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, alag hi natak hai. Like, I think all the boards in the world who are watching, like, stop putting these international matches. Even the players don't care. They want to play IPL.
Exactly.
I don't know why they just take पंगा with BCCI. मतलब मजाक में करना है उनको.
But I feel like instead of NGD gives them that raw
But
pace.
see, if NDD is there, I would rather have Sakaria, who is a left-arm pacer,
Correct.
and bench Mr. Fuzur and play Lungi, because those two complement each other, because you have the left-righty thing. And I think playing Sakaria makes more sense than playing
Again, it's
Fizz.
not here it's not of foreigners because here it's more about who's the better bowler because they don't have worries about foreigners because
And
anyway they can
they
only take
don't
three.
have overseas player a
Yeah, they
lot.
only
Like
have seven. They only have seven. That's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
Roman Powell, Mitchell Marsh,
Roman
Nokia, NDD,
Comfort and
Mr.
NGD.
Fizur.
Yeah, that's it. They don't have they missed one spot there. I don't know why they didn't go for one, but that's fine.
So who would you play, like
I'd
Fizz
play.
or Sakaria?
I think
I would go with Sakaria.
I'd play Kuldeep and Varmo Pacer. That's it.
Kuldeep, I think, will play. I think.
Yeah, so I think they have because Lord is giving the 4 overs. So if they have someone like a Kuldeep here, and here if there's someone like I would go for
Sakaria.
Sakaria just because he's more like he's
But then
more informed.
Sakaria, if you are putting Sakaria, you cannot have Fizz. It's you cannot have two
Yeah,
left
then you can
armers.
have NGD here. No, that's fine.
Yeah, Lungi, and then you have Sakaria.
Again, instead of Sakaria, you can have Khalil, but I think Khalil should
No,
be a backup for
Sakaria
Sakaria
is
is
a
better.
much better bowler.
Correct. Agreed.
But now, do you play someone like a Vicky Othwal, who has done well in the under-19 setup?
Vicky, he's not a reliable batsman at six man. Vicky Othwal is more
No,
of a
not
backup for
batsman.
Kuldeep.
I was talking about in
Yeah,
place of Kuldeep.
yeah, for sure. I feel Kuldeep is still my starter. I think Kuldeep.
I think six will be Lalit Yadav because they don't have any finisher. Lalit Yadav has a good strike rate.
Why don't they can? Yeah, and he's a
Or
six bowler.
or either you put Lalit Yadav at 3 and you put
No.
Sarfaraz at 6.
That's very risky.
No, I'm telling because for now, because who else would you play?
Yeah, look, one problem is they need a sixth bowler because this team only has 5 bowlers right now. So they need someone like a Lalit Yadav. There you correct.
Why Roman Powell is there now? Lalit Yadav is for sure playing. Lalit Yadav is playing. It's up to the batting order to decide whether you put him at
Yeah, but
3.
then I think Shardul has better batting than Lalit Yadav. But
No.
no,
That is fine. But Lalit is fine. He can.
But then I'd
finish
play
the game.
Sarfaraz Khan at 3 for sure. I'd give the punt on him. I think in form, go for it. He's only 2 games, man. Before 2-3 games of Mitch Marsh comes back. So let's see. But I'd go Sarfaraz Khan here.
Then I think they are.
Obviously, you can have Yashdol. You can have Yashdol instead of him.
So fine. Probably this team without Marsh and Warner, I think they will only prefer to play with 3 foreigners, or unless they want NDD and Mustafizur both, they might do that as well. But
Correct, but yeah, I
Sakaria is
feel
someone I think who has done well. They should back
they're
him up.
gonna in the first 2 3 games it's gonna be really struggle with the middle order, man, because fucking Lalit Yadav is walking out at 4 down, the fucking big concern. Can't lie. But let's make a team with Warner and Marsh. I think that list looks way more stronger.
ये तो देख के ऐसा लग रहा है
Yeah,
पक्का they will fight with GT for the number 10
ये
spot.
बहुत ज्यादा डिप्रेसिंग लग रहा है. So I'd put David Warner here for sure. Then here Mitch Marsh comes in. And because Mitch Marsh will give you those 2 overs, I think instead of Lalit Yadav, they can play someone like a Sarfaraz Khan. Just because
This
Sarfaraz
looks
Khan
this looks
has
so
better
much
batting.
better.
Exactly. And instead of Mustafizur, blah blah blah, you have Andrich Nordja, who will come in by April 6th, 7th is what the prediction is. Because he's
भाई
already
मेरे
in
को ये
Mumbai.
समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Like Ravi Shastri did tell a good statement that IPL acts as a big physiotherapist. Like people just from somewhere they get fit because
Hardik Gill, Nordja.
South Africa both just made a statement that he's far away from fitness
Correct.
when they excluded him from the Bangladesh tour. So this is very interesting. That are the players deliberately saying them because they want to play in IPL and be fit for IPL, and they're
I think
choosing
money
IPL over.
also big aspect. No, he's getting 6.5 Indian 6.5 crores, a lot of money, man, compared to what he probably gets from South African board. I think money also plays a big factor.
मतलब अब प्लेयर्स का ही हो गया भाई, आईपीएल खेल लो, साल में भले नेशनल कॉल अप आए नहीं आए कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है
भाई साउथ अफ्रीका बांग्लादेश कौन ही खेलेगा, ऑल्दो साउथ अफ्रीका लॉस्ट मैन, क्रेजी. बट
हाँ,
उससे अच्छा तो उससे अच्छा आईपीएल ही खेल लो.
बट दिस टीम लुक्स गुड, very explosive batting till 5, and then they have someone like a Shardul Thakur and Akshar Patel as well. Overall the squad balance looks good, like once you have March and Warner.
I think they did very well in the auction, considering Dhawan they couldn't get back. David Warner, very amazing like replacement for that. And for Hetmeyer they got Rovman Powell. So I think again very good backups, very good back buys in terms of that. So I think they still have a good team on paper. Definitely not as strong as last year. I think our bowling is the big letdown for me. But hopefully Kuldeep can find his form. I think that's what I'm relying on. Hopefully Kuldeep finds his old Kuldeep, because that will give us 4 brilliant overs.
Let's see. But if Kuldeep does not do well, who do they turn their back on? Do they try
I think
someone like a Vicky Oswal?
Yeah, they can try someone like a Vicky Oswal. Or Praveen Dubey has been in the circuit for 2-3 years on Delhi circuit, so they can try him.
Oh yeah, Praveen Dubey, I've heard his name a lot.
Yeah, I know he's a good bowler, but I don't think he's tested enough. But for me, I think that there's so many fast bowlers. Khalil, they even have someone like a Nagar Koti who we didn't even talk about.
Where's Nagar Koti?
All-rounders mein dekh.
Oh.
So Nagar Koti also, exactly. So they have so many pacers, which is, I think Delhi always had a thing. They had Mohit Sharma once upon a time, Tushar Deshpande. So I think they just like having a core group of pacers and seeing where it goes from there. But yeah, I think it's a good team on paper.
Top 4, yes or no?
Tough, but just because I'm a DC fan, I'll say yes.
I think if Marsh and Warner fires, I think and if Nokia is back, Nokia is back and Marsh and these 3 are very important. Pant is obviously important, but I think
apart from Shardul needs a big season. He's a very rival. I like the comedy, you have.
You cannot ask Lord to have a good season. If Lord is there, he will have a good season.
I think this is the team with the best vibes. Like when you have someone like a Shaw, you have Pant, Shardul and Axar. क्या ही jokes बनते होंगे यार.
सही है भाई, vibes FC.
Vibe 11 correct.
और Ponting भी है साथ में. चलो बढ़िया, let's see what they do. So this was pretty much it from this episode of the River Sweep podcast. We'll be back in the next episode, and this time we'll be discussing my least favorite team, KKR. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's see, because we discussed Delhi and Iyer has now moved to KKR. So let's look at the KKR team next. So till then, see you guys. Take care and bye-bye.
See you.